See, there are some things that you can know in your heart that cannot be processed by the mind. Trust me on this. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I experience. I'm telling you what I live. When I say you have greatness within you, this is no slogan. This is what I know. And I owe you a debt, because when Mike Williams said to me, Les Brown, you can do more than you are now doing, and he convinced me to believe in this, Les Brown, I remember asking him, man, what can I do to pay you back? He said, pass it on. So I'm just passing it on. Now, and I know every negative thought you have in your mind, because I've been there, done that, and bought the t-shirt. So if you don't want to continue to live a mediocre life, you better leave here right now, because I'm coming for you. I'm an assassin. I'm going to take you out. And so I got the contract, created my business. I was doing multi-level marketing at a time that most of you weren't even born. This is early on with Best Line Products and Dare to Be Great and different other people that were involved in the industry, the early stages of the game, Holiday Magic. And so I drove back in the area to make sure Mama would want the house. And I'd already worked out everything. And she said, Leslie, slow down. I said, what is it? She said, there's that house again. I said, you really like that, don't you? She said, yes. I said, Mama, I know the people. I said, let me take you there and introduce you to them, and they'll show you around the house. She said, for true? I said, yes, ma'am. So I drove up to the house. Mama, at that time, she was 78. I opened the door and I started walking toward the house. She was holding on my arm. She stopped. She said, Les, are you sure you knew these people? I said, yes, ma'am, Mama, I do. And so we walked up to the door, and I couldn't hold it anymore. I put the key in and turned the key and opened the door. I said, Mrs. Rockefeller, this is your home. She said, what are you talking about, Leslie? I said, Mama, this is your home. I bought this for you. She said, you did what? I said, I bought this for you. It's fully furnished. It's yours. She looked at me. She stuck her head in the door. She said, anybody home? I said, no, Mama, this is your home. I got this for you. She looked at me in a feeling of disbelief. Like, I can't believe this. And she walked in and she started looking around. She said, nobody could have ever told me something like this would happen to me. I said, Mama, I know, but you deserve it. She said, but you were so crazy as a kid. I said, I know, but I got money now. And that day was the happiest moment of my life. Every day, to program my mind for success, you have to program your mind for success. And then I had to create some value. I had to learn how to begin to speak the language of corporations. I had to learn how to begin to carry myself differently and dress differently. But most important, I had to act like I was the man. I had to act like this is my time. I own my life. I had to start thinking I have the ability to do this. And I had the mindset that I'm unstoppable. Write this down and write the statement, I'm unstoppable. And it's very important for you to embrace that, because there are things going to happen that you can't anticipate. And that you have to remind yourself you're unstoppable, that you have the ability to do more. Obstacles will be thrown in your path. That's a part of the process. Man looked at me and said 3 words no one ever wants to hear. You have cancer. Most feared words in 7 different languages. You have cancer. I said, can you give me a second opinion? Yes, and you're ugly too. I'm just wrong. I'm sorry, I got problems, all right? and so you have to sell yourself on you, and you have to decide in your mind, just like Kim did, it's necessary that I create a new life for myself. It's necessary that I find another way to control my own personal economy. It's necessary that I learn how to become my own boss. And that's what many of you here are doing. That many of you here, it's not possible for you to continue to work for someone else for the rest of your life because you're not mentally fit to do that. It's necessary that you create a new life for yourself because it's in you to control your own destiny. Everybody raise your right hand, please. Put it over your heart, please. Repeat after me, please. I resolve to do all that I can to create a new life for myself, for my family, for those that I care about. Have more time for myself. Do the things that I enjoy. Purchase the things that I want. To be debt-free. To be healthy. Positive relationships. I own my life. I deserve the best that life has to offer. Shake someone's hand on your right and left and say, get ready to go big. Get ready to go big. Do that right now. I see this for you. You got to make up your mind to get ready to go big. You can't fit a big life into a small vision. You have to have an expanded vision of yourself. You have to believe and understand what Einstein meant when he said that the imagination is a preview of what's to come. Live in your imagination. See these things happening for you and have a conviction that it's yours. Have a conviction that it's your time. I never forget when I had to speak in the Georgia Dome before 80,000 people. I made the mistake of peeping out there and I was traumatized. When I get excited, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm talking about number one, So anyhow, I ran to the bathroom. They came and knocked on the door. Les, yes, they're stalling. Dexter needs you to come out now. They're stalling so that you can come out now and be introduced. And I said, I can't think. You can't think. No, I don't know what's wrong. I can't hear the voices. Brownie, Mike Williams, my mentor. Brownie, listen to me. You can do this. Mike, I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I just don't know. I'm choking, Mike. He said, Brownie, this is no time to choke. These people have paid you. You've already spent the money. They're waiting on you. You got to come out now. I said, oh my God. I said, okay, give me a little bit more time. He said, no, come out now. You're scared, aren't you? I said, yes. He said, come out. So I came out, and so they started walking me toward the stage. People never know what's going on behind the stage. So I said, well, will y'all pray for me? Now, I hadn't been to church in 20 years. They said yes. So they prayed for me. Then I took their hands and put it on my head as if that would help. And so he said to me, I'll be at stage left. Look at me and imagine yourself talking to the groups that you speak to in your living room. Imagine yourself being in your living room. Don't let them intimidate you. They came to see you. You didn't come to see them. Write this down. Have someone in your life who can see in you what you can't see. Have someone that believes in you. Sometimes you have to believe in somebody's belief in you until your belief kicks in. And so I did that. I visualized myself being in my living room. I visualized myself speaking to my friends, to my plants, to my children, because I used them as experiments. And finally, when I came out, they introduced me. I looked at him and he kept saying, oh. And I said, hello. And the echo came back. They couldn't prepare me for this. And the voice said, hello, hello, hello. I looked at him. He says, I said, you have greatness in you. He said, you have greatness in you. You have greatness in you. And you will see me on stage looking at people like, Mike, what do I do now? He says, don't listen to it. Keep going. Everybody repeat after me, please. Keep going. There will always be distractions. The key is don't focus on the distractions. The key is to keep going. The key is to keep your mind focused on what you want to create, a brand new life. The key when you run into no's and rejections and people who promise, oh, I'll be there, you can believe, I will support you, oh yes, I'm interested, and they don't show up. Don't focus on that. Don't focus on the rejections. Don't focus on the no's. The key is to focus on that vision that you have in your mind of that brand new home, in your mind of that brand new car, in your mind of being able to control your own financial future. That's what's important, because, and write this down, what you focus on the longest becomes the strongest. It becomes the strongest. If you focus on your bills, if you focus on the negativity, the people who say, no, this can't work, that will become more powerful in your mind. I'm telling you what I know. Had I listened to those negative thoughts in my head or the negative people around me, I would not be here now.